Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle, and as you can see, we have got something from Let's Resin. So Let's Resin reached out and asked me if I would like to try their black epoxy. And I'm like, absolutely. So we have got, let me move this out of the way here a little bit. So we have some room to, so this is part A, which is already colored in black. So we don't have to add our pigments, which is amazing. Okay, so we have that, and then we have part B, which is clear. So when you mix the two together, you get a nice black epoxy resin. So we are going to be trying this today. So I was thinking, well, what better way than to try it with the Let's Resin chrome powder. Because we all know that when you use like the chrome powder or the holographic or anything, the color is more intense when you use a black background. So we're going to use the chrome powders. I've already picked out a few colors, and then you get the instruction booklet. So it is, so I got this earlier today and it's been downstairs, so it has like warmed up. It was cool out, but it wasn't really cold. So it is a 1-to-1 by volume, so you don't need to use your scale. You've got a 40 to 50 minute work time, which is amazing. Depending on how deep your project is, you can demold anywhere from 8 to 24 hours. So I like that. And it's fully cured in 2 to 3 days. And it is heat resistant on the fully cured up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is suitable for coasters. And it says to pour no more than 400 milliliters is the maximum volume in a single pour. So, what to do, like if it's cold, so yeah, just, you know, cold weather tips. It just, they always send you a really good, information, booklet in all their products. So that is really, really good. So I am familiar with their product, but I've never used these ones, excuse me. So I'm going to set these to the side and show you what we are going to be making. So now I don't know if this is going to work because I'm using the black epoxy, but we're going to try it anyways. So I have this really nice candle holder, and I've got this really cute cat that's kind of like holding a little butterfly. So what I was thinking of doing is I'm going to do the butterfly in the chrome purple. So I'm going to do that part in the purple. I'm probably going to do a color around the circle. I just haven't figured out which color yet. The cat, we're going to leave just black. And the trees, we've got 2 trees that sit into the base. So we're going to do these in the chrome green. So that's going to go with those. The purple's going to go for the butterfly. And then the base, I'm going to do it in the royal blue. So I don't know. I might even do the royal blue around the butterfly just to kind of tie the base into the piece. So, and if we have enough left, I just got this off Amazon. And you guys know that I lost my pug last month. And my heart is still broken and I miss him. So I ordered this pug mold. So if we have enough resin left, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do it in a metallic rustic gold. Because my two pugs were both fawn color with black on their face. So I was thinking we'll do that. I'm thinking this is probably going to take 4 ounces. So I don't know if we're going to get to this one today or not. If not, it will be on the next video for sure. So, because I don't know how much these pieces are going to take. So let me just, before we mix up any resin, I'm going to just put my cup over here. I want to get these painted how I want them. So I'm going to move this to the back for now because I don't want to get different colors in different things. So we're going to do the butterfly. And I mean, look at that gorgeous purple. So I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. But look at that purple. It is insane color. It is just gorgeous. All right, so let me get my brush and I'm going to get my little switching sponge. And I am just going to clean my brush off. Let me grab some tape. And so yeah, I want to thank Let's Resin for sending this epoxy to me because I have been dying to try it. All right, so we've got that cleaned. I'll stick my tape over there. And actually, before I go too far, what I'm going to do is I am just going to put this tape kind of like right there. Just so the powder doesn't go beyond that is what I'm hoping. So I'll start with the cover and we're gonna start right there. So if you have a mold where you can actually block off a section, it just helps you with your cleanup in between your colors. And these are the chrome powders, so they don't fly away as bad as like the mica powders. At least in my experience, they don't. But look at how shiny that is. So I'm just going to make sure that I got my sides kind of covered. So now we have that clean line right there. So let's clean this off. And I am going to grab a baby wipe. And I am going to go in this little section here. So I don't think anything goes in there, but I'm not 100% sure. So if it does, we're going to be skipping that. So my piece will be all messed up if it does. So yeah. Okay. So that was an easy cleanup. So let's put the cover on the purple and move that out of our way. All right. So I'm going to get the blue, and I'm going to grab another piece of tape, and we are going to put that right there. And just kind of help to not have so much cleanup. All right. So I'm going to start with the blue, and I'm going to start with that area. So that way, hopefully I don't have a lot of cleanup. So we want to make sure we get the sides on both sides and the bottom. So we have some cleanup, but that's okay. So let me just bang that out over my trash can. And that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna clean this up, and we're gonna clean up our kitty, because our kitty is going to just be in the black. All right. And then you can clean the top of the surface. It just helps with cleanup later on. All right. So we've got our cat done. We've got our butterfly, and we have our circle. And the cat is just going to be black, so we'll leave that. So I'm going to put this over here for now. I'm just going to set it upside down so nothing gets into it. And all right, let me do the base, just because I've already got the blue out and it's already on my brush. So this is just going to be really quick. I'm just going to coat this whole thing in the blue, in this chrome blue. So this powder, it goes a long way, guys. And the thing that I have found with this is the more that you burnish it, the better it looks. It gives you that really chrome effect once you demold it. So you don't want any lines. You want to burnish that in as much as you can. But look at how shiny that is. It is gorgeous. The blue one is my favorite. That and the Blue Intense. Yeah, those are my two favorites. I wish we could buy them in the big, like just a single bottle of that mica powder. Because, yeah, I would definitely be getting some. Oh. All right, so I'm just going to pick up what I spilt, because we don't want to be wasting any of this. This is too gorgeous to waste. Like I said, don't be afraid to really, you know, burnish that in so you have that nice, shiny, smooth surface. And hold your mold at different angles, because if you look at it one way, you think you've got it all, and then you look at it another way and you're like, oh, I missed a whole spot there. And I even now still will miss some spots. It depends on your lighting too. Yeah, I found that does play into a big factor when you're brushing your molds. So the one thing I haven't tried, which I might, is taking one of these chrome powders and actually like mixing it into a black and see what we get. You know, like we do with like the interference powders. I'm wondering if it would kind of give us that same effect. I don't know. If anybody's tried it, let me know in the comments. If you've mixed, you know, the chrome powder into a color. All right. So just want to make sure we have around there. So this part goes fairly quick because you're not having to be so careful that you're getting it somewhere where you don't want it and have all that cleanup. So I like when I have a big piece that I can just cover the whole thing, because it definitely makes, you know, life a lot easier that way. But you can't do it on all molds because, you know, we don't all have that same, we're not always going for the same type of look, I should say. All right, so I'm just blowing out the extra. Making sure that I've got all my sides and I've got no streak marks. So that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm just gonna wipe this a little bit. But I'm thinking we need to do these, because these and the back of the candle holder, I'm just now realizing these are going to show, because this is going to be the bottom of where our candle's going to be. So I almost screwed up here, guys. So yeah, we do want all of that covered. All right, so let me get this so we can put the blue away. And all right, so I'm gonna set this aside for right now, because we're gonna go in with the green and we're gonna do our 2 trees. So I've done the base, but I have not done the cat or these trees. All right. So normally when I would do something like this, I would do it so that the trees were see-through. But the candle is still going to show from behind it. So I'm hoping that we're still going to get a cute effect. All right. So we're just going to go in with this pretty green, and we're just going to coat our trees. You know, I could have done these in like a green glitter so that they still would have been somewhat see-through, but I wanted to see what kind of look we would get even though our pieces were dark with the candles. So the only way we're going to know is if we try it, right? So you can let me try it for you before you decide to try it. These colors are just so beautiful. So all of the colors I bought myself, but they are so worth it. I will have the links in the description. I also have a coupon code if anybody wants to get the resin, any of the mica powders or anything like that. So, and if I forget to post a link, just message me and I will gladly get the link for you. Because a lot of times I'm posting my videos, you know, at like midnight from my bed. I'm getting them downloading before I go to bed. And so sometimes, you know, my brain just doesn't remember something, and right off the top, I don't even know where I got these molds. So I'm gonna have to look it up. All right, so see how quick that was. All right. So, got them done. And I'm just gonna clean this up. So we can get our resin mixed up. So I'm thinking 2 to 3 ounces, 1 ounce, so that's 4. Possibly another ounce, 5.5. So, and I'm thinking, I don't know, 5 or 6. So I'm going to mix up 12 ounces of resin. And like I said, I have another mold here if we, you know, it takes way less than I'm thinking it's going to take. But, so I'm just going to get these positioned because I'm going to be leaving these here to cure overnight. It is after 8 p.m. at night when I'm starting this, so all right, so I have got my cup, so I am going to do, so what did I say, 12 ounces? So I'm going to do 6 ounces of A and 6 ounces of B. And I'm going to mix it. I have my Estoyo mixer, so I'm going to use that to mix it up to make sure that it's totally mixed. So I'm just going to get these opened. Okay. So let me get, we're going to pour 6 ounces. Of the black. And then we're going to put 6 ounces of part B, which is clear, into our black. And then we're going to mix it up. We're going to mix it up. Okay, so we're going to go to the 12. All right. So, hopefully, we have enough. I could have put my bigger paddle on, but just for the sake of getting through this video, we'll just use our mixer here. So this does have an AI feature, so it will shut off at the 4-minute mark. And it will go back and forth. It'll change direction. So and I just, you know, slowly move it around the sides to make sure that you're getting the bottom and the sides. And then I'll take my stick and go over it again just to make sure. So these are handy because you don't have to watch the clock. You know, I like the fact that I know I'm mixing it thoroughly because it will automatically shut off when it's ready. And then I will show you what I do. I've just started doing this before like cleaning my paddles. So, and I'm really liking the fact that I'm not seeing a ton of bubbles in here. I mean, look at that. Because there's nothing worse than spending all kinds of time doing, you know, brushing your molds and all that, and then you have bubbles in your piece. It's just heart-wrenching. So I know a lot of you guys have already used this. The next thing I'd like to try is the turquoise that's pre-mixed. I think they have a white pre-mixed too. I'm not sure. So I'm going to pour my smaller pieces first in case I have to make more for the base. I can't remember. It's been so long since I did that base. So, and I've only poured it once. So yeah, I have no clue. And I usually do this off camera, but I figured I would just kind of give you guys the whole shebang tonight. Because I use a lot of black epoxy, so this is going to come in so handy. And I went through my molds and I was like, okay, I want to do a mold that I haven't done before. That I could, you know, do the chrome powder and the black. So that's why I picked this one. All right, so now I'm just going to turn it on and I am just going to run it along the sides. It's not in the resin, it's just on the cup itself. And what I've found is this gets most of your loose resin off. So when you go to clean your paddles, you don't have a crap ton of extra resin on your paddle. And then just kind of like hover over it, and then I'll just shut it off. So then when I take my stick, you're not getting a lot of that extra resin that normally this is dripping, you know, it's like completely dripping. So that's what I have been doing lately. And then I just take a paper towel. All right, let me zoom out out a little bit so you can see. And I wipe off the bulk of the resin out of my paddles like that, and then fold it over, and I spray it with alcohol, and then I just wipe it down again. And that's how I clean my paddles. So you don't get any goopies and stuff like that. And then we're all set for the next batch. Okay. So let's okay, so we're gonna start with the kitty, I guess. Because we want the kitty to stay black. And I should probably use a smaller cup. All right. I'm going to pour a little bit in a smaller cup because I'm just going to have way better control. All right, because then I can pinch the cup and get it around. All right, let me zoom back in so you guys can, I'm trying to get better, guys, with remembering to zoom in. I'll move that out of my way for right now. And we're just gonna fill our little circle piece. And this is self-leveling, so it will level itself out. All right, so let's slide Miss Kitty over here. We're gonna give it a little spritzy spritz. And Miss Butterfly can use a little bit more. Because I do want my piece domed, because I don't want a whole bunch of trimming to do and clean up. All right. so that looks good for there. And let's get our little tree here. Oh. I just find it easier to use a smaller cup to pour. All right, so that looks good. Oh. And let's get this one poured. So once I get this tree, I will then see how much we have used from that 12 ounce that I made. So then that will give us a better idea. So if you've got these molds, you'll at least know like how much those take. So this is gonna need just a smidge more. Make sure it's nice and full. Okay. So we are at 7 ounces. So we've used 5 ounces for the cat in the 2 trees. So let's see, because we are at 7 ounces in here. So let's see. Hopefully we have enough. The one good thing with having this pre-made like that is if you do have to mix up more, you know it's going to be the same color. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to mix up. Well, it depends on how high we want it too. Let me see here. I mean, it's not full to the top, but I don't know if it really needs to be. Our 2 candle holders are completely submerged. So I think, you know, yeah, I'll have to do some trimming on the bottom, but there's still quite a, you know, there's enough room. Let's see. I don't want to waste any resin. So yeah, on the next video, we will definitely be doing the pug. Definitely. So I don't know. I'm hemming and hawing over filling this or not. So if I do, I'll do it off camera. I'm not going to bore you with the same process that I just did. And then I will be back on demold. I will give these a good spritz to get any bubbles out. And we will be back on demold, guys. Alrighty, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is all cured. So let's get to demolding here. So the link to all of these things will be in the description, except for this and this, because it's been discontinued. So I have been looking for the links, trying to remember everything, but unfortunately, so I'm glad I got this cute little one when I did. So I'm not even peeking. We're gonna do the reveal all together. And it's still just a little bendy, so I'm gonna be careful. So I mixed up 2 more ounces, and it could have used 3, but I wasn't mixing up another ounce. I was like, yeah, it's full enough. I mean, it's, you know, there's just a little bit, so. Come on. I hope this looks good. All right. All right, are we ready? Ooh, that did it. Came out really good. So I will have a little bit of trimming to do, but I'm gonna wait until it's fully hard. All right, so we're gonna do that. Let's see our 2 trees. Oh, those are pretty. All right, so. And, yay, our little kitty and our little butterfly. Okay, so. Let's. Okay. All right, so let's put some tea lights. In the back. So that is our, so you can see how nice and black that resin is. And then with the chrome powder, it gives you that really nice reflective look. So, all right, let me run upstairs and shut the light off. Hang on, guys. All right. So yeah, it would probably have worked better with, you know, a more see-through color, but I think at night it would still be cute, even if we just did, like, put one tree and the cat on. Maybe, you know, make something smaller to go in here, but overall, I think this came out really, really cute. So we could even do, because I still have one light on in here, so I will try to get some better pictures. But we will be doing this one again with probably some more transparent colors. But overall, I think this came out so cute. And we could put like a name or stickers or something in the front if we wanted. So yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys think and some ideas for maybe a future one. Alrighty guys, have a good day and I will see you on the next one. Remember, all the discount links and everything are in my description box for the Let's Resin black epoxy resin, pre-mixed, and all that is in my description box with any discount codes. So please take advantage of the code, save yourself some money, and I will see you guys later.